Every quilt is a learning experience, and it's okay to make mistakes. I'll show you that story in a minute. My name is Sean, and this is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. I'd like to welcome both new and returning guests, but if you are new, please say hi in the comments so we all know we have a new friend. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. I would have got a lot more done if I'd followed the read twice, only say once method. Let me tell you that story. I was working on the Winged Monkey, which is one of the blocks in the So Place Like Home, which is a Alice and Wizard of Oz inspired sew along, I'm doing both at the same time, by Art East Quilting Co. I was working on this beautiful little face, and he was actually attached to a section below and a section above, but then I realized that I was missing a piece here, and I couldn't just attach it because I'd already sewn here, here, and here, and it would have just all been off. So after a bit of discussion and thought, I went ahead and redid this section. So let's take a look. He is now done. You can see the strip down the bottom and the top, which is missing right here. I didn't like having to recut everything out, but I think the end result is better because this section down here wasn't going to fit. So it's not done yet. The back half of the monkey is still missing, so he's not going to fly too far. But I think he turned out pretty well. And so, yeah, the lesson is sometimes you make mistakes, and it's okay. You know, you just pull out your trusty friend Jack, you rip it out, you recut everything, and you do it again. I think the end result's going to be well worth it. So that's what I have for my works in progress. I do have some finished objects to show you later on the episode of some other fun news. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do our week in review. As you may see, this will be Simon's last appearance in the videos for a while because he headed back to the Czech Republic early this week. So I hope you enjoy the footage. So last week I asked everybody if they worked on one project at a time or several like myself. And the majority of you tend to work on more than one at a time, whether it's by design or by choice or just circumstances, it doesn't seem to matter. But yet it seems to be hard to be able to focus on one project at once because there's all those shiny little things out there that we all want to do. So this week I was curious, this was a question that kind of came up in one of my lives a few weeks ago, is how many quilts overall have you made? I would love to hear the answer, and if you don't have an exact number, that's okay, just a ballpark figure would be great. I'm thinking for myself, I'd say I've been quilting for about 11 years, and I think the number would have to be knocking on the door of 100 or so. I have to go back and check. Maybe I'll come back next week with a better number for you. But let me know in the comments approximately how many quilts have you made. So what are my goals for this week? I'd like to get more time in the sewing room, but specifically I'd like to get the Winged Monkey block done. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all comes together. I've got the front half done. The back half's a little intricate as well, so it's going to take a little while. But if I behave myself and actually read the instructions, I think I can get it done. And then I'd also like to get one of the blocks done on the produce section, which is by Elizabeth Hartman. And I'm going to do the plum block next. And I found these wonderful ombre pieces, which are leftovers from a previous project. And I think this is going to look really nice for a plum. Let me know in the comments if you think that's the case. What are your goals for this week? And so next up is our news and events, and I had a few videos coming up this week, and the first one was my investigating quilts, and this one's really fun. You need to go check it out if you missed it. It's called Sing a Song of Sixpence, and it's made by a wonderful quilter who designed this herself. And she also made another one in the previous year's show that I showcased in my Vlogtober last year. So definitely check that one out as well. I'll put links to both videos in the comments. I also got challenged by my friend Sewing with Lawayne to answer 5 questions, quilty questions. And I thought it'd be fun to try and do it as a short in under a minute. And you'll have to go check that out to see if I actually achieved that goal or not. And then yesterday morning, I was very privileged to have my friend John from Art is Quilting Ho. He is the designer and everything else behind it. So all those patterns you see me make, he's the guy that designed them all. And it was fun to sit there and actually just hang out and chat. And we got a little bit of sewing done as well yesterday morning. So if you missed that, go check that video out. It was a lot of fun. This coming week, I'd like to get another episode of Investigating Quilts out, maybe a time lapse, and then we'll have a live this Saturday morning with a guest that's TBD. So I threw down a challenge to my friend Becca from the Sew Becca channel to enter a doll quilt into this year's State Fair of Virginia quilt. And she's accepted that challenge, and she's already picked out her fabric. I kind of have too, but it's still very much in the planning stages. But I need to get my tail in the gear because we've only got like 10 weeks left before we have to submit this. So stay tuned. I may show sneak peeks, but I don't want to give away too much and give her too much information so she can beat me. It'll be a lot of fun. Stay tuned for details. And so now it is time to show you a completed object, and this one was really fun. This was the September gnome from Cotton Cuts, which I purchased a few months ago, and I've been working on and off over the last few weeks. You've seen the top half, you've seen the nose, the mouth, and that sort of thing there. And here is the apple at the very bottom, and I think this one just makes it really fun. I love the red, and then overall, I think it has turned out to be a nice block. So I'm going to go ahead and quilt this. I've been loving making these because it's a great way for me to practice free motion quilting. So you'll be able to see that, hopefully in a future live, as I quilt that as well. So that concludes today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, definitely hit the like button. Tell a friend. And I always love hearing comments from my viewers. Hope you'll have a great day. Happy sewing, and we'll see you next time.